Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I just wanted to discuss real quick a part two of the Jackie and Chantel saga going on Basketball Wives this season. So I went ahead and on Thursday when it dropped, I watched a Carlos King podcast featuring Chantel Christie. So you guys didn't have to. I just have my notepad here. I have a couple of quick notes. This is part two of the Jackie and Chantel saga. So in the interview, about halfway through, Chantel takes accountability and she admits that she could have left the room and she felt triggered by her mother, by Jackie, and is ashamed that it was even televised. She didn't want it to be televised, but she didn't know like what else to do. She wanted to be able to stand up for herself stand up for herself against her mother. Chantal also claims that she taught Jackie to walk away from confrontations with the other ladies, but she felt that it was a slap in the face when her mother did it to her when she tried to talk to her, and kept walking away from her on more than 3 occasions, from what you guys saw season 12 of Basketball Wives. Jackie, however, was willing to hear her out when they had that last conversation in the room when it aired in her hotel room in Hawaii, and but she refused to take accountability, and she started gaslighting her daughter Chantel, telling her like, you're the one with the problem, like why are we even here? So with that being said, I wanted to explain to you guys. So some of y'all don't even know what gaslighting is. From what I've seen in the comments, especially during the interview, I've seen that some people are saying that Chantel is the one gaslighting her mother, but that's not the truth. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic, and I'm going to define it for you guys. When one person, in this case Jackie, is trying to alter the other person's reality, Chantel, by making them question their reality, because the issue was between mother and daughter, but mother is trying to make it seem like Chantel was the problem the whole time, and she's not. And again, I'll review with you guys. This is why a lot of you guys think, oh, you're the bad guy and you sided with Jackie. You're mean girls. It's reactive abuse, only because she's been mad. It's been built up anger and resentment towards her mother, and she felt like she needed to defend herself. Right? Chantel also mentions that she is the most outspoken one out of her siblings. Sakari, her older sister, prior to the marriage, and her younger brother, Dougie Jr., which is in the marriage. She said that she felt like she had to stand up for herself against her mother, who is her bully, who she feels is her first bully. And the real life example I have of that is that my older sister was the scapegoat when it came to the father-daughter relationship, and my father never really liked her, bullied her. If there was any trouble in school, he would take the side of the teacher over the side of his own daughter. So I've seen this in real life. I've lived this. That's why I'm Team Chantel. Also, Chantel claims that her and the big three, which includes Chantel herself, Brittany, and Denise, have formed a friendship outside of the group, outside the show, and she loves them, and she sees them as a support system. Lastly, what I got from the interview is that she claims that she has been in therapy for 10 years, even though recently her behaviors have not reflected that on the show. But what I can still see is that she's unhealed. She has a lot of unhealed childhood traumas, and she needs to get through that. If I were her, I would advise, because she is like the female version of my father, who is a manipulative narcissist and who happens to be a Leo. Like I said, are they the sign of a narcissist? Maybe. I would recommend that she cuts her mother off and moves on. She did admit that she hasn't spoken to her mom really since the incident in Hawaii. She's taking the time to heal right now and deal with the repercussions of what has been televised. But for the moment in time, she hasn't spoken to her mother, and she's trying to decide if they're going to coexist, or if she's going to continue her relationship with her mother. So guys, sound off in comments. Let me know what you think. Again, this is part 2 of the Chantel and Jackie saga, season 12 of Basketball Wives. Do you guys think the show should be canceled? Should Family Beasts be aired out on TV? Let me know. Sound off in the comments, and have a great day. Bye.